Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm currently here at the 9th Philippine International Motor Show, and I'd like to thank everyone so much for 11,000 subscribers. And on with the video, I had no idea what I would start with in this motor show because there are currently a lot of launches happening. And for today's feature, what we're going to dive today is probably one of the biggest pickup trucks that I'll ever drive for now. This is the Foton Tunland V9 4x4. Well, in the interior, first impressions, it's almost exactly the same like what you get in the V7. So check that out on my channel. I drove that a month ago at the 4x4 Expo. Now I was very curious on this V9 because of the size of this thing. It's a behemoth. And yes, it looks like another American brand, as I mentioned before. And buying this is still the same 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine with 161 horsepower and 450 Newton meters of torque, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And what I like, you get paddle shifters, but sadly the steering's on detailed. But I don't mind it. The driving position of it is still pretty good. Although, like here in the center console, it's almost what you get to in the V7. But few differences here in the interior, like for your instrument cluster, there's a different layout and it's much bigger, of course, than the V7. And for the infotainment system, again, pretty much similar, but this time, you get Apple CarPlay. And don't worry, for Android users like me, there is CarBit, MirrorLink, and you get a reverse camera, a massive reverse camera. Here in the door card, again, with the nice materials, but this time as well, you get ambient lights all around. How about that? And soft pads here for your elbow, again with the orange stitching. Same here too with the seats. And again, like with the American brand, you get a massive center console box. And off the line, I forgot to mention too, this one's mated to a 48-volt mild hybrid system. So off the line, it's very smooth and it actually wants to go immediately. This is how peppy this V9 is compared with the V7. Remember, this is a much bigger and heavier car. And everyone might say, is 161 horsepower enough? We will find out in a bit. And first NVH test, well, not on the move, but remember, we're still here at the motor show and there's loud music playing in here to the cabin. You don't hear that much. Even though these are not double glazed windows, rather, the NVH is actually really suppressed. I like how Photons are built actually recently. Yes, the Thunder's a bit on the mess side, but I would still consider that because of course, being locally made, like these guys. This thing made in the Philippines is actually, okay, really impressive. And I just found out now, you can separate the driving modes with the steering feel itself. So, of course, you all know me. I put it in sport mode to give it the power steering kind of thing. Okay, the normal and the medium mode is okay, but for first timers, of course, will be easy to drive. But I just prefer having a heavier setup for the steering. I like the paddles, even though it's just plastic, but hey, at least there is, because some pickups don't even have this feature. Again, with another American brand out there. And the space in the back, like with the, what, I think this is the most spacious pickup truck that you can buy today. That's under 2 million pesos. More on that later on. And just driving this here around, going out of the car park rather, yes, it may be a little bit intimidating to drive, but I mean, I got so used to it pretty quickly. Not much blind spot because you get very large windows in the back and probably one of the largest side mirrors I've seen in quite some time. And then let's go now to sport mode and then manual mode. So like what I said too with the V9, I think this has the same driving characteristics. I like the assist of the 48-volt hybrid system because there's not much delay with the 8-speed tranny. It's responsive to for a very, very big car. And the addition of paddle shifters is a big plus for me because, of course, in case you need to go heavy off-road, the manual can do its job properly. And then here now, let's just try a bit. Floyd. Alright, that's pretty peppy. Okay, it's not as peppy as the V7, I'll keep saying it. However, again, the assist of the 48-volt mild hybrid system, it gets the job done. The drivetrain rather of this Foton V7 and V9 models, yes, they're pretty much the same driving. You have such a commanding driving position. I mean, well, just let this car pass by. This is a very popular vehicle here, and then it looks like a hatchback from my from where I am sitting, by the way. Be a bit tame and leave it in eco mode. Of course, as I mentioned, it's a little bit more tame now than usual. And here in the bumpy part of the test route, I don't feel anything. Even here on muddy, rocky parts, yeah, that's amazing. And like too with the V7 itself, if you want to engage manual mode, just literally flick the paddle itself. And then if you want to leave it, it will go back to automatic mode once you just leave it alone. And in eco mode, let's just try it from a standstill. Okay. Okay, a little bit more delay, but once you get going, you get going. Whee! Right. And that was just eco mode. And then let's go now to... Oh, sorry, that was normal mode. And sport mode. Actually, this thing flies. Okay, I can understand now why a lot of people bought this V9 rather than the V7. You have a much bigger car and probably as well the addition of Apple CarPlay. The performance is not that far off. And as well, it looks really good for what this is. Yes, even though this is looks like, again, that of the American car itself. And then let's go back sport mode. Let's go. Wow, that's so cool. Not bad for a 4-cylinder turbo engine that can hold a car this big. It's pretty impressive nevertheless. Now, for the cost of all of this, as I mentioned, less than 2 million pesos. Well, just 2,000 pesos short. But I would say you get a lot for your money. And hopefully soon, I would love to have a long term of both this V9 and the V7 models. Because I would say this is actually are one of the most underrated pickup trucks you can buy today. I mean, you got the quality, you got the performance, the efficiency as well. Okay, I will not dictate how much we're doing now, the fuel economy, but I would love to give that on a fair assessment soon, of course, on a long-term lend out. So yeah, that concludes my full test drive review of this Foton Tunland V9. So I'd like to thank everyone here at Foton Philippines, here at the Philippine International Motor Show, and the engine is off. Like the V7, it has auto start stop function, and then you want to accelerate. Yeah, very smooth. That's the advantage too with this 48-volt mild hybrid system. Special thanks to Miss Joanna here of Foton Marilao, Bulacan. So these are contact details. So may highly check out these models, including too with the Foton Thunder. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews and probably soon more Foton reviews. Bye-bye.